perhaps most exciting to me is an idea that Bill Gates, Howard Buffett, and others have supported boldly, which is to ask the question, what if, instead of looking at the hungry as victims, and most of them are small farmers who cannot raise enough food or sell food to even support their own families, what if we view them as the solution, as the value chain to fight hunger? What if, from the women in Africa who cannot sell any food, there's no roads, there's no warehouses, there's not even a tarp to pick the food up with, what if we give the enabling environment for them to provide the food to feed the hungry children elsewhere? And Purchasing for Progress today is in 21 countries, and guess what? In virtually every case, when poor farmers are given a guaranteed market, if you say, we will buy 300 metric tons of this, we'll pick it up, we'll make sure it's stored properly, their yields have gone up 2, 3, 4-fold, and they figure it out. Because it's the first guaranteed opportunity they've had in their life, and we're seeing people transform their lives. Today, food aid, our food aid, huge engine, 80% of it is bought in the developing world. Total transformation that can actually transform the very lives that need the food. Now, you'd ask, can this be done at scale? These are great ideas, village-level ideas. Well, I'd like to talk about Brazil, because I've taken a journey to Brazil over the past couple of years when I read that Brazil was defeating hunger faster than any nation on earth right now. And what I found is, rather than investing their money in food subsidies and other things, they invested in a school feeding program, and they require that 1/3 of that food come from the smallest farmers who would have no opportunity. And they're doing this at huge scale after President Lula declared his goal of ensuring everyone have 3 meals a day. And this Zero Hunger program costs 0.5% of GDP and has lifted many millions of people out of hunger and poverty. It is transforming the face of hunger in Brazil, and it's at scale, and it's creating opportunities. I've gone out there, I've met with the small farmers who have built their livelihoods on the opportunity and platform provided by this. Now, if we look at the economic imperative here, this isn't just about compassion. The fact is, studies show that the cost of malnutrition and hunger, the cost to society, the burden it has to bear, is on average 6%, and in some countries up to 11% of GDP a year. And if you look at the 36 countries with the highest burden of malnutrition, that's 260 billion lost from a productive economy every year. Well, the World Bank estimates it would take about $10 billion, 10.3, to address malnutrition in those countries. You look at the cost-benefit analysis, and my dream is to take this issue not just from the compassion argument, but to the finance ministers of the world and say we cannot afford to not invest in the access to adequate, affordable nutrition for all of humanity. The amazing thing, as I found, is nothing can change on big scale without the determination of a leader. When a leader says, not under my watch, everything begins to change. And the world can come in with enabling environments and opportunities to do this. And the fact that France has put food at the center of the G20 is really important. Because food is one issue that cannot be solved person by person, nation by nation. We have to stand together. And we're seeing nations in Africa. WFP has been able to leave 30 nations because they have transformed the face of hunger in their nations. What I would like to offer here is a challenge. I believe we're living at a time in human history where it's just simply unacceptable that children wake up and don't know where to find a cup of food. Not only that, transforming hunger is an opportunity, but I think we have to change our mindsets. I am so honored to be here with some of the world's top innovators and thinkers, and I would like you to join with all of humanity to draw a line in the sand and say no more. No more are we going to accept this. And we want to tell our grandchildren that there was a terrible time in history where up to 1/3 of the children had brains and bodies that were stunted, but that exists no more. Thank you.
Mi conclusión acerca del tema es que además de que el gobierno no dé dinero o invierta en la alimentación de las personas, en casos de la obesidad también tiene que ver mucho las personas si es que quieren hacer ejercicio o dejar de comer, ya que eso es algo que deben de decidir a ellas. Y el gobierno pues debe dar alimentos a las partes no nutridas de la población.
Bueno, con este proyecto me di cuenta de que en este mundo existen muchos países en los que hay desnutrición y al mismo tiempo obesidad. Tenemos que actuar ya que, como dicen algunas estadísticas, si seguimos sin tener alguna solución a estos problemas, podemos llegar a tener graves consecuencias y en algunos años puede haber porcentajes mucho más altos de niños con desnutrición o de la misma manera niños con obesidad.
Bueno, mi conclusión es que yo creo que el mundo tiende a dos cosas, ¿no? Que son la obesidad y la desnutrición. Entonces, pues creo que ambas se dan por la malnutrición, que es no comer saludable. Y bueno, pues ya eso se divide en obesidad, que siento que se da mucho por el consumismo que hoy en día rige al mundo, como las grandes empresas de comida rápida hacen que mucha gente pues tenga sobrepeso. Y la desnutrición también se da por pues la falta de recursos que tienen muchas personas, como el continente africano.
Bueno, en este proyecto me ayudó a ver las realidades